Yo, we live. Y'all let me know y'all can hear me. When y'all start to show up, let me know y'all can hear me. I know it's late. We gotta address a few things though. I know it's late, but we definitely gotta address a few things. Astro in the building. Hold on, let me get my branding right. Cause that don't need to be up there. Let me get my branding right. Cause I know we gotta. I mean, shit. I ain't doing shit else. This nigga Sonetta on some bullshit, bro. And like I fuck with the homie Solar, and I don't take accusations like this lightly. So I definitely was listening. That nigga on some bullshit. So Sonetta definitely on some bullshit. Let me post this link out here for the homie A9. But yeah, like Solar don't need to do this. You know what I'm saying? But shit, we about to do it though. We about to do it. Cause it's like that. What niggas need to understand is we not y'all. We not y'all, bro. As much as y'all niggas want us to be y'all, we not y'all, bro. And we gonna clear that up. Let me get the link out here. Niggas just asking for the link. I'm on the stream yard, so hold on. All right, link out there. So let me give it a little bit of context. All right, so I've never been playing catch up, playing save face ever since he got called out for calling polite Baby York and then letting him back in the community. And with everything that's been going on, with all the conversation that's being had, let's be for real. That's exactly he ain't proved that he didn't do that. Sarnetta has not shown that he did not allow a nigga that he said was predatory. Now it's a few things that Sarnetta said in that stream where he was explaining him calling him Doc Baby York and all that shit. It's a few things that really need to be pointed out, explained. We got y'all right in the building.
Peace, fam. Peace.
Sarnetta made the argument that because he was banging and just going in, he was just talking shit. He was just talking shit. You say we say anything when we bang. We say anything when we going in. That right there should tell you that any accusations that these people make about anybody, specifically when it got to do with this type of these type of levels of slander, like pedophilia and that type of shit, you cannot take these niggas serious. In trying to cover up the fact that he allowed for a predator to be back on his platform, back in the community, he came up with the excuse that, man, we just say anything when we bang. And I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. With that being said, when you look at what's going on tonight and the quote unquote exposing and everything that's going on with people pulling people paperwork, let's get one thing clear. Looking up a nigga paperwork is some pussy shit. It's bitch shit. Pulling up a nigga paperwork, going back and forth about charges, nigga, like, first of all, as black people, we should know charges don't even tell half of the story. When you talking about black people, charges don't even tell half of the story. They'll charge a motherfucker with anything. It's what are you convicted of? What was they actually able to prove that you did? And so niggas see charges on people paperwork and just jump out the fucking window. As if we know that the name of the game ain't throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. Let's keep it a stack. Because as a member of Solar Vision Debate League, as a nigga who fuck with Solar, these type of accusations of pedophilia and all that, like niggas don't play with that shit, bro. That's you conscious community niggas that do that shit. We don't play with that motherfucker. Like in real life, niggas don't play. Like I'm letting it be known. I found Solar Vision Debate League because after Sonetta called Brother Polite Baby York and then let him back on his platform, I couldn't fuck with Sonetta no more. I couldn't watch that platform the same way. It lost all that type of legitimacy with me. And I started looking for other shit. That's how I stumbled on SVDL, to be clear. So when we talk about niggas being accused of pedophilia, I got the paperwork, I got the charges. Like, first of all, it's like, all right, I'm willing to put aside the fact that you pulling up a nigga paperwork and pulling up a nigga charges on the internet for personal beef. If you saying that the nigga's on some kitty shit. Because off break, you already on like straight fed niggas talk about agents pull paperwork. That's the real agents pull paperwork. People that fuck with the police pull paperwork because that's how they get access to it. But if niggas is like, yo, it's on some, you know what I'm saying, on some like he fucking with kids type shit, I'll put that to the side. Is that what's fucking happening? When a nigga like Solomon get accused of some shit like that, as a nigga who attaching my personal brand, like the political plug is my personal brand. When you Google the political plug, you see my shit, you see the chop up, you see the like I'm attaching my brand to this shit. That's why niggas is we running different, we thinking different. Because if I wanted to be a conscious community nigga, I'd be over there with the rest of these niggas. I'd be shucking and jiving with the rest of these niggas trying to get on Sonetta. Like I ain't already been on there not having to do none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like it's the reason why a nigga like even with all this shit with Judah and Taz and all that shit, this my name come up as a thorough nigga because of how I carry myself. And I ain't even trying to fuck around over there like that. Y'all see who I fuck with. And let this shit be known. SVDL is not conscious community. And this ain't even a response to Taz, because I feel like niggas said the Taz did a stream saying that we was. But even outside of whatever happened with Taz and Mighty Hebrew and all that shit, SVDL is not fucking conscious community, bro. It's not. We not them niggas. You heard weird niggas sitting around talking about, well, why don't Solar got y'all on Tahaka Bay? Because we don't give a fuck what's going on Tahaka Bay channel. Why do we give a fuck? As a league, why should we be talking about, yeah, let's get on for what? That's not what we trying to do. That's not our focus. So when you got niggas in this whole that live their life in this conscious community shit, that got their whole YouTube personality and YouTube shit wrapped around this conscious community shit, best believe that ain't got nothing to fucking do with Solar Vision Debate League. Nothing at all. Sonetta, Rob Rack, and the Pie really just attempted to save face. To save face. Rob Rack, Sonetta, and the Pie attempted to say, if we fuck with Solar Vision Debate League, knowing the charges that Solar Mind got, then we complicit in all the shit that Solar Mind did. If we gonna be critical of Brother Polite. Now, first addressing the whole if we gonna be critical of Brother Polite, it shouldn't be no fucking if. Y'all finding every way to defend this nigga without saying you defending the nigga. Literally, The same litmus test that you motherfuckers is using to say that Solomon is involved with some fuck shit is the litmus test that y'all saying should not be used in defense of polite. Y'all don't even know how fucking basic and redundant you fucking sound. The very arguments that you making against why we shouldn't be so quick to condemn Brother Polite is literally the same shit that y'all saying. It is the reason why Solomon is quote unquote a pedophile or he fuck with kids type shit. That's why this ain't that. We not y'all. Solar Vision Debate League is not about one nigga personality, one nigga relationship. Cause like that lovers quarrel that's spat between, oh, we was together and I loved him and oh man, like we ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. So for niggas to bring up and all y'all over there debating, it's not the same thing. Bro. We over here to debate. We don't give a fuck about Solar's internet girlfriend. And as long as this nigga ain't doing nothing like fucking with kids, like niggas is trying to say, and we don't give a fuck about what he doing in his personal life. It's a platform to debate. We not here to worship that nigga. We not here to kiss that nigga feet. That's what y'all niggas do. Y'all looking for heroes. Solomon ain't our fucking hero. He our fucking commissioner. And we respect him as our fucking commissioner. Let's get that out of the way first of all. We got A9 in here. Hold on, A9 real quick. Let me get this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you get it. You got it.
So when niggas is up there, well if y'all follow Solomon, we don't follow fucking Solomon. Solomon schedules our debates. He organizes a league, he keeps statistics and he presents trophies to the people that earn that shit. And we respect him for the effort that he put in for that. So that's why when the niggas say some shit like, well, this nigga done did this, all you gotta do is look at his charges. That's why a nigga like me especially gonna be like, okay, show me the charges. Show me the charges. Because that's what Sarnetta was claiming. He had 100% proof, without a doubt, evidence that showed that Solomon was on some perv shit. Let's look at. Let me pull it up. Let's pull it up.
Yeah, let's get it, though, man. Shout out to you, Chuck.
Because it's really like, yo, how the fuck is you
Peace.
talking about? How the fuck is you talking about showing the paperwork if you don't even know how to read the
They
fucking
got to
paperwork?
they got to be the most retardedest people, man, in existence, bro.
How you talking about paperwork when you don't even know how to read it, dog?
Hey, bro.
And it's a few implications that's very easily pointed out.
Come on, bro.
Once a few man, let me share screen. Where is it? Hold on, let me.
Man, it's crazy. I was talking to A9. I was like, hey, man, where's Domo? And then, he was like, man, he just went live. I was like, that. I was like, these got to be the most
Yeah, but
slanderous,
so
lying ass niggas in the
it's
universe, bro.
lying the ass off.
And dumb
I,
as hell, man.
that's some
Like,
shame
Dumb,
on
you
you,
bro.
man.
going and then anybody that's believing in you just as dumb. How you gonna see the charges on the screen and then let him lie to you?
Like just flat
Because
out
they
lie to
don't know
you.
what they looking at, bro.
Like no, but I'm saying, bro, like you see multiple cases, you dealing with like nigga for real, bro. For real, fam.
Hold on, 'cause I hope he ain't deleted because he said he wasn't gonna delete it too soon. Okay, here
Hey,
you go.
Yeah, that ain't gonna matter.
no, that ain't gonna
This
matter.
is hold on. We just gonna use what he said was proof. That's all we gonna do.
Come on, bro. Hold on, bro. Man, bro, they can't
Okay.
make this easy, bro.
Okay. So hold on, no. That's the second. That's when they tried to
Go to. Yeah,
make
they
it
tried to.
extra. Hold on, here we go.
Yeah, go to that
Right
shit.
here. All right.
And this one he kept fucking with the image. He didn't want everybody to see the full joint. Like this nigga is free.
Hey, now let
Hold on. Go back right there. All right.
Oh
I'm trying
man,
to pause this shit. All right.
these idiots, bro.
All right, cool. Okay. So we looking at the screen, right? These are the charges. Because he's highlighting them all together, you know what I'm saying? To just point out certain shit, but he's not explaining that these are all separate charges.
Right.
All of these. None of these, they can be connected in a way, but all of these are individual charges on their own, right? When you see here this M2 in Philadelphia law, yeah, I do my research. That means second degree misdemeanor.
Exactly.
Second degree misdemeanor. All right.
Which is not a felony for those who
Not
don't, you
not
know.
at all. Not at all. So they was trying to say, all right, Solomon fucking with kids, look at these charges. First charge, we got unlawful contact communication with a minor. Second charge is corruption of minors. The third charge is indecent assault without consent of others. So that's like anything sexual that's not rape,
Right.
right? All right. If you look at the disposition, all of that shit say withdrawn. All right. Oh, let me go back. All of that shit say, hold on. Let me, yeah, there we go. All right. All of that shit say withdrawn. What does that mean? That means that these charges were tossed out at some point in the case. At some point, either the judge, the prosecutor, somebody decided that these charges weren't going to go through with the rest of what they was trying to do. All right. Now, the argument that's being made is that, well, if you see that he pleaded guilty to simple assault, that means that they offered him a plea deal on the assault and threw out the other three charges. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the assumption. That's what niggas
That's
is
the
trying to say.
assumption. Right. That's what he's trying to say.
This is why that would make no motherfucking sense.
At all.
Why would you throw out corruption of a minor? Why would you throw out indecent assault to get a simple assault charge?
Right.
You would throw out the simple assault charge. You may even throw out the corruption of minors, but you would get them with the indecent assault and you would get them with the unlawful contact. You wouldn't throw those away
You wouldn't throw those away.
just to fucking get a simple assault charge. So
Right.
no, a plea deal that says, hey, we'll give you, we can get you on all of them, but we'll give you unlawful contact and indecent assault if you plead to simple assault. You'd be the dumbest fucking prosecutor on earth.
Right. Right. Now here's another caveat to that. Right. In the state of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in the Pennsylvania court where these charges were brought, if there was any sexual assault against a minor,
Uh-huh.
it's not going to be a misdemeanor charge.
It's a felony.
There's no legal precedence for them to even grade it as a misdemeanor charge.
Mm-hmm. So then the
And-
question becomes, well, why is it withdrawn?
right. Now there's some of
The
that was cut off because there's some of that I saw earlier that had a little bit more information. Maybe if you could scroll over a little bit. I know you had a hard time stopping it.
Nah, he had cut it off. Let me see. I could
Now,
probably.
and I do want to correct something because I'm reading right now. There is a grading. There is a sliding thing. There is a situation where it can be a misdemeanor under certain subsections. I'm reading them right now. But and
But it wouldn't be a
Depends on the
class. It
wouldn't
wouldn't
be
be. It
yeah.
wouldn't be class two, right?
Yeah, it
So you
wouldn't be
wouldn't.
class two.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right, right.
So yeah. So this is all that. This is all that was on the other side, y'all. Right?
Okay.
Just like
So
the
I want to like let's real quick on the other side, real quick.
something right here.
Yeah, right there where it says those sentence definitions right there. You see that 18 where it says 3, 4, 5, 6. First of all, 1 and 2 is missing in the sequence. But when it says sentence right here, determine, where it says 18, that's what he was charged with, and that's the statute,
Mhm.
right? Or the code, right? So it's section
So
18, right? So it's 18, section 6318, 63001A, subsection A, 183126. If you look up these codes in the Philadelphia court, it will define what those charges mean. You see what I'm saying? None of these right here, right, is a rape charge.
Right.
None of those.
Right. And even the unlawful contact. That's not actual like
right.
touched.
Right.
That means that there was a conversation that
Exactly.
between an adult and a child that shouldn't have took
Exactly.
place.
And
Right.
what
You
So
know what I'm
Solar
saying?
basically,
explained was,
yeah.
boy, this boy crazy. He made it private.
Yeah, I mean, what Solar said is he was trying to find somebody else,
Yeah, my
and
fault.
he
He was
threatened
trying.
their
Yeah,
kids.
and he
He
threatened their
threatened them.
kids. Right, he
Yeah, he
threatened.
That's
threatened their
unlawful
kids.
contact, communication with the minor.
Yeah,
Right,
which is out of pocket. Solar out of pocket as fuck
Right.
for that. You don't threaten nobody kids,
Exactly. Exactly.
right? He was
Corruption
tripping.
of a minor. That's why he got that, because the corruption of a minor don't mean that he gave him drugs or that he did anything like that. It means he could have had someone who was a minor with him.
and let's make this clear, nigga. This was 2006, right?
Right.
Solar was still wilding and all of that shit.
Right.
Right.
All right, so then look, so then you got the indecent assault, which is probably the worst one, right? Because
Right.
that's like everything but right. But again, that's withdrawn though. The
Right.
only reason you would withdraw uh, any of these three, specifically the indecent assault, is if
Hmm.
there is no evidence to prove it.
None.
That you would not drop an indecent assault charge because it's equivalent to, it's not equivalent, but it's rape. It's everything but being penetrated.
Right.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's on the same level as a type of sexual deviant crime,
Right.
Hmm.
right? You don't drop that for a simple assault charge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you drop the assault charge, you drop the unlawful
Right.
contact charge, right? Because and the reason why you drop those is because if you coming at them with all of them, then that's more time. But
Right.
if we just get you on the indecent assault, then we'll drop the simple assault and we'll drop the other ones. So the only time that you end up doing is for the indecent assault.
Right. Because I can get you can get you under that charge. You can get an indecent assault charge if you kick someone in the nuts.
Right. Because it has to do with, you know what I'm saying, like
You know,
eh, right. And so but again, what he not pointing out is all of these say withdrawn,
withdrawn.
right? Which means the only time these type of charges get if there's no evidence to the contrary, which means that he was charged, but there was no proof or no evidence that pointed to that actually taking place that way. You feel me? Now they may have dropped the unlawful contact because he admitted that he threatened them. So
Hmm.
they may have dropped that. You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
he with him pleading to assault, but you don't drop any sexual crimes specifically with minors to get a simple assault charge. You would be your face as a prosecutor be on the front fucking page.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, Solomon is a nigga. If they doing that for anybody, they doing it for rich white men. They not dropping sexual assault charges for niggas. Are you serious?
Right. No, the state's not going to go for a lesser simple assault charge and pass up the more heftier charges. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? If they have proof. That's not how prosecutors work. Prosecutors make their bones. They come up by the number of prosecutions that are successful.
Right.
So they just not gonna give you a simple lesser charge and give you a max. And does that say 2 years probation?
Yeah.
You're not getting 2 years
Hold
probation.
on. Hold it down real quick. Hold on real quick.
Yeah, yeah. You're not getting 2 years probation on a sexual assault charge of a minor, people. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what we see, that this is complete slander. What we saw Sonetta and Nepal and whoever else was on that panel with them tonight is complete slander. If you were agreeing with any of the things that Sonetta had to say, it's complete slander, right? And so as you going through this, and all the way to Domo gets back, again, a few more things I wanted to bring out. First of all, this is not even the initial charge or the case that Sonetta was claiming was the indecent exposure case. This is not even the same case.
Not right, because that's how he was throwing them. This is how he was throwing the minor aspect into that conversation.
Yeah,
Right. Then that's why I pulled this up first, because this is him trying to say, see, he got charges of fucking with minors, even though they was withdrawn. He got charges of fucking with minors, even though they was withdrawn.
mm-hmm.
Right. Like that. So okay, which mind you, this is a completely different case. Right.
Right,
Like y'all was saying. But clearly, let's point out that all of these were withdrawn, and he only pled guilty to assault. Again, you're not, as a prosecutor, you're not going to pass up a case where you can prove an indecent assault charge simply to get an assault charge, a
facts.
simple assault charge. That's not in no world does that happen. You feel me?
Right,
So that means that these were withdrawn or thrown out because they weren't cases that could be proved.
facts.
Period.
Period.
Now let's get to the indecent exposure part. Let's get to. Uh, I think he should. Like they really pull the trial. They pulling paperwork like the fucking police.
The cowards, man.
They desperate.
Okay, here we go. Indecent exposure. Let's get to the indecent exposure part.
Right.
All right. So there's clearly an indecent exposure charge, a guilty plea, like they negotiated. So that means that the open lewdness, this was
Mm-hmm.
thrown out, right? Because they say it was negotiated. A guilty plea that was negotiated. You see how the other plea just said guilty? Yeah,
Yep.
it say guilty plea that's negotiated. That means that he pled guilty, so he wouldn't have to deal with the open lewdness charge.
Right.
Now, when you look here and it says description and grade, M2, M3,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, in this case, this was the charge that was the more of a problem.
Right.
They say we'll throw that out if you plead guilty to indecent exposure,
Right.
right?
Which is the lesser charge.
Which is the lesser charge. Now, why would you throw out a open lewdness charge if it was a person that was literally blatantly exposing themselves to women?
Right. Because that would be open lewdness.
That would be open lewdness. So you would so you don't get indecent exposure without or open lewdness without indecent exposure. It's an
Facts.
open and shut case. You
Open
can't.
is their case.
We're not gonna give you a plea if it's not something that we can't work. If it ain't no point in us working with you, if we could just get you right. So we see We see here open lewdness, withdrawn, guilty plea negotiated to indecent exposure.
Right.
All right. Y'all see this here, this M2.
Right.
That means it's a second degree misdemeanor in the state of the state of Philadelphia or Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I never accused this man of exposing himself to little kids. If
Did he lie?
you, yeah, right. If he would have been accused of indecent exposure
Uh-huh.
to anyone under the age from 16 under, which
Mm-hmm.
that's considered a minor, 16
Mm-hmm.
under,
Mm-hmm.
that would have been a third degree misdemeanor.
A third degree misdemeanor.
That
Facts.
means that here it would have said M3,
Right.
not M2.
Right. Right. Now let's look at the Philadelphia law because I want to show something too. Go back over again and let's look at the charge for that indecent exposure because there's no even any reason to look at the open lewdness because that was thrown out.
Yeah, let me see if he.
Let's see if we can get it. If not, I know what it is because someone else on another channel claimed they showed the paperwork. So I looked at the statute on that too.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to
They
see.
tried to do solar dirty tonight, bro. That's
Okay,
crazy.
here you go.
I'm
Yeah,
still
watch
reading
this.
these
There
weird.
you go.
Okay, you see where it says again, sentence determined where it says 18, section 3127, subsection A, the indecent exposure,
Mhm.
right? Which he played guilty plea to.
Right, that
Let me
A,
read.
yeah. Go
Yeah,
into
let me
that A
read to you.
portion. Right.
Yeah, let me read to you what
This how we know
that
for a
says.
fact that it wasn't.
This is
Yeah,
how we
go
know
ahead.
for a fact this had nothing to do with the minor, right?
Facts.
So 3127A, right? 183127A, indecent exposure reads as this. I can actually share my screen real quick and then just go back to where you were so people can see it for themselves real
Yeah.
quick. Let me share my screen real quick, bro.
Yeah.
This is
Good.
about some bumbling idiots. All right. So y'all
Hold
see
on.
my
So crack.
screen?
Hold on. Crack pipe smoker said still it's like what the nasty charge.
No, it wasn't. Let's watch this.
He even
Okay, watch this.
explained what it was, bro. Like I'm
Right,
trying not to put that man in business, but he
right.
explained what it
So
was. But he
these are
just said
idiots.
it. He said it in person. He said it
Right.
today, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So 3127A, right? That's what the charge said, right? For indecent exposure, right?
Right.
This is legislative state, PA for Pennsylvania, US, right? It says the offense defined. A person commits indecent exposure if that person exposes his or her genitals in any public place or in any place where there are present other persons under circumstances in which he or she knows or should know that this conduct is likely to offend, affront, or alarm. That's it. That's what 3127A indecent exposure is. That's what it's defined as. That's what he was charged with. That's what he copped the plea to, right? If it had involved a minor, he would have had 18, section 3127B, not A. It would have been B. And here's why. Here's the grading, right? It says if the person knows or should have known that any of the persons present are less than 16 years of age, indecent exposure under subsection A is a misdemeanor of the first degree. Otherwise, indecent exposure under subsection A is a misdemeanor of the second degree. So, what do we have here, Domo?
So here it's saying, and actually it would have been M1, not an M2. Actually,
Right,
it would have been M1. Right.
right,
It would have been M1. That means that in any instance where a person that's 16 or under is involved in your indecent exposure, then like the grade is higher.
It's a first degree.
Right. It's a first degree. It's a M1 misdemeanor.
Right.
What's showing here is that it was an M2 misdemeanor, which means that it was you just had the shit out in a public place. Because again, you can be charged with indecent exposure if you are caught peeing in public.
Facts.
Because this is not to make excuses for pedophiles or for child molesters or for perverts. Nah, but there are men who are on the sex offender registry because they peed in public.
Facts.
And it was like next to a park. You know what I'm saying? And there's some shit like that can happen. Should we allow that to be like an excuse? Nah, of course not. But when you saying somebody's exposing themselves to little kids, and then you look at the charge, and the charge is flat out does not reflect children being involved, which means that you clearly mixing charges to build a narrative. That's slander, bro. That's slander.
Right.
You flat out lying on this thing.
You lied.
And we can see that just with the paperwork that you showed. If you just barely look at the paperwork, give it any look over, you'll see that none of what you're saying matches up to a nigga fucking with kids.
Right. Now watch this. Could you be charged with indecent exposure if you was having sex on the beach with your wife?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That means your genitalia your genitalia is exposed to the public, like outside.
Depends on the beach, but yeah, you can. It can.
Right, right. Depends on the beach. Well,
you can get charged with exposure you can get. You don't even have to be having sex. It could be your swimsuit that can manifest that charge.
See, that's what I'm saying. Crack pipe smoker. He didn't even say that. That's how he got that. Right. That's how I know you just running your mouth, like.
Right,
man. And y'all must be talking about HOK going against SVDL with that bullshit.
Man, they can't go.
Nah, and that's the thing. This ain't.
I told y'all, man. Them folk we're talking about.
HOK going at, but hold on, Black John. It's HOK going at Solomon.
Right.
Okay.
SVDL ain't got shit to do.
Okay, let me say it like that.
Whatever little personal beef they do.
Man, them folk a month ago, it was about AIDS. Let me say now, 2 months ago it was about AIDS. A month ago it was about molesting a little 14-year-old girl. And here it is a month later. It's about who down with who and who fucking who. Just a whole mess of bullshit. I may be old and I'm call me country widow, but this some bullshit. I can't even enjoy playing y'all when people come in the studio no more. When motherfuckers be like, "Oh, what you listening to?" They did what now? I'm like, man, you know what? Let me turn this off. It's like a whole bunch of mess. A whole bunch of mess. It so
that's what I've been
trying to paint
like,
a picture like if you think about a crazy person, right? Who the police be looking for, that you had to go stand at the bus stop for your children and shit, cause it's so crazy, man. Every time your children at the bus stop be flashing and shit, you trying to paint one. Come on, man. Ain't nobody in their right goddamn mind gonna believe no shit like that. And if I was Solomon, I wouldn't entertain no goof ass shit like that. Like, nigga, you trying to master behavior, how y'all treating them women over there. And I know they heard my voice when they said, you know what I'm saying? I heard another nigga now, he was calling polite cat because he probably heard me say it remembering the shit. But listen, all of them treat them women fucked up, and since we was talking about the other day, now they want you to come on up. And the lady that was over here, she need to. I mean, she all in the middle of this bullshit. Now, as a player, from where I stand, you know, y'all excuse my French, but a bitch in your business is a violation of code, man. You're supposed to be a whole. What they got going on as men, it's supposed to be between them as men. And that's what I'm saying. Like when I look at them, I'm like, damn, it's the whole terrain. Now, me and Osar Imhotep, I don't know if y'all know him or not. But me and Osar Imhotep, we was talking about energy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Masculine energy and feminine energy. And he was like, man, that shit ain't real. He one of them Egyptian folk. He was going there. He a Kemet dude. One of them folk. He was like, that ain't real, man. That's just some conscious community bullshit. You know? But Osar Imhotep, if you listening to what right now to our live, you probably is, probably not. That's the place I'm talking about. That masculine and feminine energy, like to be talking about another man. I call it feminine energy. You might just say it energy or whatever the hell. I think that's for, you know, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man, no, nigga.
But that's what I'm saying, but John, that's what I'm trying to explain to niggas. Like, we not the conscious community, dog. Because
Right.
we don't worship each other's personality to the point where if you tell us something negative of that person, then we gotta completely hell. It's shit that I disagree with Solomon about just on shit that he just fucking believed.
Right.
You
Now
know
let
what I'm
me
saying?
say this. Let me say this real quickly. We're only showing this information as to teach, to comment, to make commentary, not to make money, not to monetize, to simply talk about the law, to simply talk about issues that are going on in the news and other issues that are going on in the community.
Right.
So, you know, we have to make that statement when showing other people's
Content, yeah.
And that's what I was talking about the other day, speaking to the matter, not the people. Because you speak to the people, everybody think you're hating on them and shit, and then they are all these. I'm like, are all you motherfuckers broke or something? Because every time y'all get to talking, it be about some money. You hating on my pockets and shit. Like, what the fuck? You
But no, I
niggas,
mean that's where the conversations that they have, they centered around personality. What
right,
make SVDL unique, you know what I'm saying, is the fact that it ain't about just one personality. It ain't
right,
about just one motherfucker. It's not about just
right.
one nigga. It's about all the work and the effort that everybody put in throughout the season, and then we
mm-hmm,
commemorate and respect who come out on top. Like,
right,
and that's why it's like I'm gonna give him the attention he wants. Like a nigga like Rob Rack, bro. You bringing up like us not having a season 4, my nigga. Them people over there don't give a fuck about what we own. That's
yeah,
the
nah,
reason why we don't go to fucking Sarnetta to promote Solar Vision Debate League. Hell, we don't even go to Tahaka Beta to promote Solar Vision Debate League. Cause them not
Right.
like we not shooting for that crowd, bruh.
yeah, nah,
We not shooting
nigga,
for that. Like when you say ain't gonna be no season 4, you think because some niggas is lying on the internet in front of 1,000 people, we
Right.
gon' like you think we stupid enough? You feel,
Right.
like I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm willing to listen if a nigga like, hey, the nigga that you fuck with, he be on some fucking with kids shit. I got proof of
Right.
it. Okay, yeah, show me. I'm ready to be like, hey, I cannot fuck with Solar Vision Debate League, like being attached to somebody who
Facts.
has been convicted of doing something with kids. I couldn't
Facts.
do it. As much as I love and appreciate this league, as much appreciation I got for Solar,
Right. I'd have to be
I
done
can.
for that.
It's things
Right.
that I'm
Got to be
doing in
done.
my real life, and that's what I
Right.
said. I attached to my real brand. The political plug is a real brand. You
right,
know what I'm saying? So like, I can't have my name attached to no shit like that. But then when I'm looking at the paperwork that you showing, and it's not saying what you saying, it ain't proving what you saying it proves. I'm not about to
Right.
give a fuck. We're not about to run away just so y'all can save face because semen was found.
right.
Brother
Because
put
your
light
partner
semen was
dropped the
found
ball.
on this young girl. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Right.
the fuck. That's what,
Right.
they
and then
want.
the pod like, and at the end, I don't know how many times I don't know how niggas think they get respect by spilling the beans on some shit that they been knew about, and the only reason they talking about it because they mad.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
what I was talking
I,
about. That's my position. That's how I'm looking at this shit, Dumbo, as a spectator. I told you, folk, I'm a professional watcher. You know, I ain't gonna debate shit, man. I ain't gonna shake shit, man. I've been put my gun in the drawer. I ain't finna bust no grape or none of that. But I am. The Bible tell me to be a professional watcher. You see the sword coming at y'all right back, just warn them. You see it coming at Anonymous back, just warn them. You see it coming at Dumbo back, just warn them. I'm a professional watcher. And I take your position. Like, why you niggas went on this shit a while back,
No, but
a
that's the
couple of months
thing.
ago?
But see, and that's the crazy part. They talking about it in they little back huddles, and then jumped
That's
on
why
the
I
stage.
warned my brothers about it. I'm like, hold on, they got some bullshit going on,
Right.
and our name came up in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
This shit stupid, bro.
Right.
That shit
Like we
stupid as
get,
hell. Like, and it ain't even
like,
got it just a random come up. Dumbo, I'm talking about it just they talking about some shit, and then and the Yahweh War Machine got hooked and something. Like, hold on, how the fuck y'all said wait from that shit to the Yahweh War Machine? Come on, man.
Right.
because I mean that's how they get like, and that's what I'm saying. Like the only reason we even doing streams on that shit is because we in the fucking off season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only
Right.
reason. I know they even the focus of the fucking conversation.
Yep.
I mean, we got so much, we got so much other shit internally that we could just focus on and make content about that.
Right.
Like, why the fuck are we? I mean, we got storylines. Like, we got act. Like, we got, you know what I'm saying, standards to uphold. We got, you know what I'm saying, like for real people rooting for and wanting to see this motherfucker, and wanting to see this person go against this person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Like, hell, Chris coming back to the league is more of a big fucking deal than fucking Sinetta fucking with
Right.
Polite.
Right.
If
Oh,
I'm being
Chris, he
honest.
coming back.
Yeah, man, Chris coming back.
Oh shit.
I gotta call him. I had seen that he called me. You know what I'm saying? I called him back. You know what I mean, I heard him come on here making peace with niggas. You know what I'm saying? And which is, as long as it's always about love, like it's love.
He
You feel me?
coming with a flaming sword.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? He coming with respect though. Like everybody's supposed to come with a flaming sword, but as long as you come with respect,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so yeah, so it's like you got
Right.
niggas talking, dealing with naked pictures and that. Bro, it's a reason why. Like it's like niggas on here got wild. You don't see them on no fucking screens and doing all
Hey
this shit
man,
on
hey
no fucking
Dumbo, I
shit.
said that a couple of years ago. Remember, y'all, it was a lie early in the morning. I'm working out. Goddamn the girl and goddamn brother, not brother OJ, but Abdul was it? Yeah, solving the
Yeah,
rape problem. They were going at it and shit like that. And she was talking, everybody be trying to hit him. He was like, I got a wife and child and all that old shit. And I'm like, I agree with you, bro. We all got fucking old ladies and say nobody on here trying to hit at you, lady. You
yeah.
know?
Like we not like niggas ain't focused on like lovers quarrels, motherfucker. Like I'm
On
not
the internet trying to catch.
right. It's like listen, like don't get me wrong. Solar in the Pod made for some great streams. Like just to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like shit sells, and that shit
Mm-hmm.
sold. Like that shit made for great streams. It's entertainment, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like the league became something else when everything else became like when what was happening with the league became more fucking important than them streams. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? When the
Mm-hmm.
debates became more important than the panels, and the debates became more important than the streams, nigga. Then you know what I mean, then the league became something else. Like it was better to watch. It was more enjoying to watch. You feel me? It was more enjoying to be a part of type shit. You know what I mean? Like and like let's say the niggas is conscious community haters, but it's like no, bro. Like it's a if anything, you know, from what I've learned about the conscious community, just straight up, that shit is a commercialized, you know what I'm saying, fabricated remasters of something that happened in real life. Like there was a real life, real world conscious community, and a group of people found a way to mimic it the best they could on YouTube, and that's where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why one of the more quote unquote prolific motherfuckers is dealing with rape charges. You know what I'm saying? Like you got niggas dealing with scamming accusations and niggas dealing with lying accusations and you know what I mean? That's when you
All
know
kind of
it's like
ridiculous shit.
that that's not what that fucking was, bro. That shit is like what they consider the conscious community and what they can consider like Sinetta's impact. But listen, I'm around black thinkers. I know black thinkers. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody looking at what niggas is doing. They looking at what niggas is doing on YouTube and the assessment that would come out of that is like it's a stagnation. It's stagnated. It's like if you know when you go to that restaurant where it's like it's the '60s, you know what I'm saying? So they play '60s music and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
dress like it's
that
the
old
'60s.
jukebox.
Yeah, and they take you know what I mean the aesthetic is the '60s. It's the '60s. I mean when you walk in there you want to feel like it's the '60s. Like the conscious community attempts to mimic a certain time period in black thought where people
Right.
began to embrace like Africa, like shit in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? When niggas actually first began to embrace that shit. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me?
They lost in time.
And
They missed the boat.
I mean, nah, they just stuck there. They not looking at how like a lot of these conversations and these concepts have evolved even since the time where people was living. You know, they'd be like, I was there. I was with Doctor This, and I was with this person. And I sat at the feet of, and it's like,
Right.
yeah. And in the time that you've been living, there's been an evolution in society and people and thought that's got to a point where like just regurgitating the shit that they said ain't enough no more.
Hell no. And you ain't advanced shit in your life.
That's why that's not us. That's why we can't even promote over. Like, if I felt like I could go to, I would have a much better relationship with Canada if I felt like I could go over there and me kind of like promoting at even at his behest would do something. It's like, nah, we don't want these type of people over there
I
because
just don't want. I'm tired of all of this shit. Like I'm tired. I'm sitting here looking at Rob smiling because he made it on Sinetta's platform. I'm watching them lie. I'm watching all of this shit, and I'm just like, nigga,
Disgusting.
you're 60, nigga. Bro, you're 60 years fucking
Y'all,
old.
y'all nigga crazy. God, nigga, old head. That what you used to
Hey,
call me,
Domo, put
anonymous
that back
calling
up on
that.
the screen for a second,
Call
Domo.
sign none of that anonymous used to call me that old head.
no, you
Call
said
me.
what, y'all?
I said put that back up on the screen because he brought up Rod Rat. So
Yeah, anonymous call sign none of that. Old head.
Man, we beyond old head now, nigga. We moving
Crazy,
into
man.
AARP now, nigga. Like you retired,
Yeah,
basically. Nigga, you catching social
yeah,
security payments. Like, what we doing, bro? Like, stop.
right.
Like, for real, fam.
I
Like on
wouldn't.
everything. Let me just get this off real
Yeah,
quick.
go
I'm gonna
ahead.
get it right. Like, niggas is ready for the smoke. Niggas is ready to bang. That's not the issue. This shit's stupid though. All this because you don't got enough balls to go at polite. Like we really at this point where we got to deal with this instead of dealing with the current issue in the community when all you had to do was say, look, man, that's some nasty shit. I ain't fucking with him. He's not allowed back over here. That's it. You could have just moved on. You could have said, I'm refraining judgment, but that's nasty. He's not allowed over here till that shit is taken care of, or I'm never allowing him back because I had these suspicions. And everybody would have been like, okay, let's move forward. Instead, it turns into this shit.
Oh, yes.
It's not. It's beyond a fiasco. Like you talking about black consciousness,
Mhm.
and you doxing niggas. Like now we pulling receipts and then lying about them. Playing 3-card Monty, nigga, you sitting there shuffling the screen, squeezing it, pinching it down so you can't see you. Like, come on, fam.
Yeah,
Like there
man.
was there was enough of the charges that you could have went through and just talk shit about them without even doing what the fuck you did.
Without the
But
line, yeah.
yeah,
You like, like, why you so violent, nigga?
right, right. You could have
Right.
called this nigga because I'm looking at that shit like solar goon, nigga. All right,
Yeah,
goddamn,
like,
nigga.
like you doing a lot, bro. Like, why
Yeah,
you
nigga.
threatening people's kids, my nigga? Dude,
Like, what's going
we need to have
on,
a
nigga? You
sit
know what I'm
down
saying?
or something, bro.
Yeah, nigga. Like, we.
Cause it's like, once you get past the like, yeah, like I can say like, I ain't no kid shit for my nigga. Do we need to have like anger classes? Do you
Right.
need to sit
Right,
with an
nigga.
imam or
Right.
something, nigga?
Right, nigga.
Exactly.
Right, nigga.
Like we
Yeah,
don't condone violence against any women or children or any man at that fact. As a matter of fact,
yeah,
we
like
do
we
not
just not pushing
condone
like
violence.
being violent fucking people.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Niggas don't want violent
yeah,
shit. But that's the thing.
and
Like
it's a
this
lot
shit
of
can
assault on this nigga shit. It's a
right,
lot of
bro.
it's
Right.
just
So
crazy.
aggravating.
you could have did that and left it at that, but instead you gotta
Right,
take it and take it somewhere else because you're
right,
trying to take the spotlight of what's
right,
happening with you in polite. Bro, and ain't
right,
none of that's gonna make people stop. None of
right,
this is gonna make people stop wanting to
At
know why
all.
are you not addressing this polite situation head up?
right,
Why did you not deal with this years ago? Like those are
right,
questions you're gonna have to answer, fam. And all of
right.
that trying to put that shit on us, and you complicit, and hey, you know what? Hey, look,
That shit
bro,
ain't gonna hold up.
when you hear the story about how he
No,
got that exposure charge, nigga, and we see that
it's
it's not no
overwhelming.
minor shit. We see
Right,
how he got that, like nigga, y'all nasty, nigga, for even trying to play that game. You're
Let
disrespectful,
me,
nigga, and you weird as shit, bro. That man just went over there, and then the fact that he had to explain this and clear it up and all, like y'all niggas weird, bro.
let me
Yeah,
ask y'all this: if he harboring information that's privy to the cops, that's called accessory to a crime. Man.
It can
Not
be
well.
or
not
obstruction.
necessarily.
It could
If
be
it's
obstruction,
involving a minor, in some states it is.
but I mean, it can
I'm
be.
talking about period where it's a
No,
you've been selling, you
No, it's
got
not an accessory.
drugs.
It's really obstruction. Like if he keeping it from them, then it'd be some form of obstruction. But I mean,
yeah.
that
If
is
it's
even
a,
a
yeah,
slippery
It's like
slope.
it's more so like if they ask you, do you know
right,
something, and you lie
Right,
and say you
right,
don't know nothing, and then they
right,
find out that you know something, and they on your ass.
right.
right.
Then that's when you get obstruction. But
I'm
you're
talking
not
about what I'm talking
obligated.
about.
You're
If
not
you tell a
obligated.
motherfucker, come my boy locked up right now for trying to extort Rick Ross.
Oh yeah, that's a
I ain't,
felony.
Well,
I ain't trying to
damn.
lie, but
Well, damn.
Yeah, that's a
And
felony.
speaking of extortion,
Yeah,
no,
Yeah,
as I say,
and let me
extortion
get
is
because let me do
illegal.
yeah,
this real quick, right?
yeah.
Let me do this
Speaking of
real quick.
extortion,
Speaking on
right?
extortion, let me get this out real quick, right? Because it's it's not a crime to withhold information. It's only a crime. I mean, to not report a crime. It's only a crime if if the police question you about it, like Domo said, or or if you brought into a court of law, or in front of a grand jury or something like that, and they ask you, do
Yeah,
you know anything,
if you lie
and
under
you
oath, that's
lie,
your ass.
that's your ass, right? You know
right.
what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Okay.
yeah, in that circumstances, but bringing up Rob Rack and extortion, and this was Rob Rack's whole quote unquote smoking gun. Rob Rack, you moron! Your smoking gun was this last charge we see on the screen right here. That's why I asked them on to pull it up. So that because this was his smoking gun. This is what he been cheesing like the goddamn calico cat from Alice in Wonderland for. Right? Talk, calling people pedophiles and we're complicit. So we're complicit, according to Ra Rack, to this last charge we see here, right?
Mhm.
So this is supposed to this was Ra Rack's smoking gun, everybody, right? And so Domo's going through it thoroughly. I've gone through it. We clearly see this was not involving a minor because it would be listed. You would see a minor listed here, just like you've seen in the first charge. He quote unquote threatened a minor. You would see a minor listed there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Number one. Number two, we read the sentence, the sentencing definition. You see that where by number 1, 18, section 321.27, subsection A. Then if you go down right underneath that, it says he was sentenced to 2 years probation with the maximum 2 years. Right? Indecent exposure to a minor or a maximum or 2 years, you don't get a maximum 2 years and you don't get probation.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And the sentence type is B. It's not A.
Exactly.
The sentence type is B. So we already
exactly. We've already established that.
Yeah.
So Rob
Now,
Rack, you have no smoking gun. And we know
now,
it was Sarnetta that set you up with this information.
Now, are we gonna roast Solar for being too damn broke to get a hotel room? We can do that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All them East Coast niggas, it's all on World Star. They like doing it outside.
It's like my nigga.
Get a room,
like
nigga.
Nigga, y'all could have went half on that bitch. Yeah, it's outside. Solemn
Room, nigga.
Like Solemn ass out. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. You know what I'm saying? keep them where we can see them, goddammit.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
There is no smoking gun, Rob Rack. So if that was your whole thing about there would be no season 4 because of this charge here, come on, son. Come on, son. Hey. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. What do you think? Come on, bro. Like, stop insulting our intelligence, fam.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing that's pissing me, bro. Don't do that, bro.
But you know what it showed you? Like, he thought he was really doing something, but what it showed was that that's where his heart really is, though.
Exactly.
I thought Rob was trying to come back over here and debate, man.
I thought that's where his heart for real is. Yeah. It's really on the lead, not existing. No
yeah. Are you still gonna do your show? Hey, nah. I don't think you hear me. But anyway,
man,
I'm struggling for these. Nah, I need another 24 hours at this point. I'm finna grab everything.
Okay, so I'll talk about the you brought up the word extortion.
Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So
make sure I got it all
yeah, so again to this last charge, Rob Rack, brother, he was saying this was going to be the end of season 4 because of this charge that we see here. There was not going to be any more. We were all complicit to this charge.
Well, Elder, what about Polite when he said, "If I go down, everybody going down"? Ain't that extortion too? What is that called?
I mean, no. I mean, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's a man. That's a man. It is
extortion if you say, you gonna have to come out of pocket. Like
that's the man that's looking guilt in the face.
Oh yeah, like KK did. That's what I'm talking about. That's what KK did to Rick Ross. You gonna have to pay me to do it. And that's right. Locked up.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right now, that's what Rob Rack did on Judah Nazareth's channel.
Oh, Rob, you better repent. What?
And what Rob Rack said was,
"Whoa, just wait.
Okay, we got it. We got to record it." And we know that he got this information from Sarnetta. So let's see who's complicit to a felony extortion case.
Yeah, you better repent. Why leave that shit alone, Rob? That shit for real.
So while they over there talking about what they gonna do, they got Reggie over there talking about Rico statues, and I'm like, come on, dude. Like
Reggie don't know what the fuck he be talking about.
That shit is the most retarded shit I ever heard in my life, bro. That man talking about he can file for a Rico statue, nigga. What's the racketeering charge, nigga?
And for the record,
right?
And for the
Right.
record, solar is not a part of no
What
goddamn
crimes is what?
FOPI.
But what
Solar is
crimes is
not a member
like
of
toxic
FOPI,
case
nigga.
facilitating? Please, somebody help me understand what crimes toxic
bro.
case facilitating.
Like,
What is she responsible for? What orders is she passing down?
like, bruh, this is
Like, what is niggas talking about, bro?
you know what I'm saying?
It's ignorant as hell.
I'm gonna wait for A9 to cue that.
But see, this is why niggas got to get the fuck out of that conscious community bubble, dog.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get out of that shit. Like, this nigga really just sat here and just went through niggas' paperwork on the internet.
Shit, Dumbo, that's mine. About 6 years ago, this nigga was getting that nigga address.
You know,
Nigga,
but
3 years
Yeah,
ago.
so niggas realized that shit was illegal. Like,
They
Lex
say 3
did
years
that
ago, yeah.
shit, nigga.
Yep,
Lex
3
did
years
that
ago.
shit to G-Con and told niggas to go by and go see his wife while he was out on the road.
man, look, bro, like that's, I mean, that's silly, frivolous talk. But this here, why you got people throwing out, you talking about you calling the FBI on people and y'all doing this and you on there and like, bro, come on, man. Like, you can't. Like I said earlier, like I was telling somebody earlier, Raw Rack is like sending Tanya Harding out to cap Nancy Kerrigan.
She finna get caught.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you send this nigga to do the job. You know what I'm saying? Like this your goon, nigga. Sonetta, this your goon, Raw Rack, that's your goon, and we know it's you because you showing the same paperwork, making the same allegations against the same slanderous allegations against Solomon that this dude is doing. I know Raw Rack ain't got
Time.
the time, the resource, or half of a brain.
He got the time.
Yeah,
That's about it.
you know, and barely got the money probably to be going right
He ain't got that.
to go and pull up these court documents as if you have the smoking gun. Somebody sent you this because what you showed was the first page of the same document. So somebody sent this to you and they just reprinted this.
Man, I'm gonna be honest, bro. This shit pathetic at this point. Like,
I ain't know, man.
It's pathetic, bro. It's
really
pathetic and childish, bro. You still scrubbing for that A9?
Oh, I'm clipping, bro.
Oh, you clipping it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm clipping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
hold on.
as old as we are, like, you know, like motherfucker got grandchildren and great nieces and nephews and shit, you know. All up, we on that side of the coin now, you know. And being on that side of the coin, you know, like our children got to come up behind us. Now we talk about, you know, what happened between our grandparents and our parents or whatever, that little gap right there, how our grandparents had, our great grandparents had things and our grandparents had some things, but our parents didn't have much, you know, and then they left us to start it all over again. And now here we are on the other side of 50, you know, well, some of us, I'm going towards there, you know what I'm saying, towards 50, but like all of us, a lot of us over 40, I'll put it like that, you know, and say, well, this is what we doing on this side of the coin, talking about who in who bedroom, trying to, you know what I'm saying, stack up on wives and shit, like shit you supposed to did as a child, you know. The Bible tells us when I was a child, I did childish things. When I became a man, I put those things away. And me trying to compare my black book to Domo's black book, you know, like now where we our black book, comparing the black books is allies and beds and partners and stuff, not chick phone numbers that we get. That's the childish shit, and it's pathetic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what you did? You got locked up before. You got pulled over before. So fucking what? You know the goddamn soul of mine ain't no weirdo, and then you go, oh, he got some on here, some sexual stuff on here, man. And then half the nigga that been locked up, you know, like most of these country community niggas, it is scholars from that place, from a jail cell. Hadn't read many books for real until they got locked up, till they got incarcerated in a position like that. Then they come out acting like they holier than thou and kicking all this bullshit. Just so pathetic and childish. Straighten up, repent, get your life together. All of fall short of the glory, so I ain't finna try to sit kicking like I'm a saint, but I don't do this bullshit. I cuss and stuff. Yeah, I got to get my mind right from that. I smoke weed like a motherfucking plant growing and shit, but I ain't doing this kind of shit. Sitting there, friends with one of my partners, and one of my partners fall off, he go to jail for some stupid shit. Man, your ass in jail for some stupid shit. And now I got to put money on your book. But I ain't finna be joining other folk going against you trying. That was another supposed to be it. My boy done went down in flames. All this other shit, and man, we got to get some money together for that girl, man, cause that fucked up, that little girl fucked up. Not goddamn, they send nudie pictures around. You shouldn't have sent the pictures out in the first fucking place, grown as you will. You hit sin. That and ain't nobody took your phone and hit sin but you. You hit sin. Whoever you send it to, you shouldn't have sent it. Grown. You're supposed to be grown. Then this man talking about he taking a little girl to the club to get right with her mama. And man, you could have took her downstairs to get a soda and brought her back upstairs, fool. Grown. All this shit supposed to be grown. And then when niggas say, oh, you hating on my channel, you hating on my money, and man, get y'all ass on. This shit is just ridiculous, lame, and childish. And then only thing they gonna do is just bait other people in because they know that most of the people who watching, whether they watching the Argument League or the Morris TV channel, whatever, these people just getting off work or going to work or at work trying to get through their day and they need something to get by, and this shit like a soap opera. There ain't no information. Who as the world turn, who gonna be next on the chopping block? Who gonna pull out and who gonna call who? Like, come on, man. All you motherfuckers was friends. All y'all trying to write books together and share Bitcoin and shit. Now this shit hit the fan. All of a sudden, he ain't no financial guru and everything he saying was some bullshit back then. It wasn't no bullshit when folk called it bullshit. It wasn't no bullshit when they said fuck Jesus. It wasn't no bullshit when they shot up the Bible and all y'all agreed with that.
Facts.
Now he get caught up with a child. He got no. Because he did them sexual lectures back then. They even did sexual debates with children in the fucking audience. And the only people speaking about it is a Hebrew that ain't part of no count, because the children that was in the audience were Hebrew children and they ain't take their fucking children out of the room. Then them count folk. They all into the bullshit. When you hear them folk on that corner on side of the video and they talking about, oh, the Israelites said they'll fuck a 9-year-old girl. All y'all with the bullshit. That ain't something you supposed to keep playing back to back programming folk to hear. And then the girl in the pie, yeah, I'm gonna say her name this time. She on there talking about, I ain't said it's okay to have sex with children. The Bible said, ain't no need of you trying to program that bullshit in folks' head. That's some bullshit. If you read the Bible, if you about the faith of Abraham all the way to Jesus, then Fucking with folk children ain't part of it. Getting over on somebody ain't part of it. Taking advantage of people ain't part of it. But they got a whole problem with the Hebrew Israelites because a motherfucker want to call himself an Israelite because he feel like he from Northeast Africa, Asia, whatever part, Turkey or whatever. Oh, them ain't you? Okay, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't performing and behaving like a lot of us ain't performing and behaving like that. And the only thing they show is keep on trying to program you with this one little crew on the corner with that one little sound bite. And all these people in the country community, they echoing that thing. They echoing that thing. And then on the flip side, you see these niggas dragging girls into the mountains and shit, talking about they living off the grid, beating them up and damn near halfway killing them. Taking them to hotel rooms, shoving their fingers down their throat to get, come on, man. I like the Bible from my perspective. I'm gonna stay on this side. This side right here. Hey, you may call it whatever you call it. We ain't warriors, we passive or whatever we bow down to. It's cool on this side. I can watch my children grow up. I can watch their children grow up. You know, I can feed myself and feed other people around me and stuff. It's nice on this side. Nigga ain't worried about ain't worried about no job. It's the white man job and all that old country ass shit. Nah, it's nice on this side. They supposed to be taking care of them women over there, man. If they talking about building a nation, I don't think them folk even talk about nation building. I think that's a Israelite thing to talk about nation building. You might, I think I used to hear Moors talk about it a lot. Hear Moors talk about nation building. I don't hear too many Muslims talk about it. I mean, because they pretty much feel like they part of the Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? But those people over there don't never talk about that shit. Always talking about having men and wives and getting in folk pants. But that's God. That's the only way you see God is to get in their pants and make babies and beat them up and stuff. Damn, y'all really hate God that much. That's the only way you see God is a sexual object. Cause that's what you call. You say the black woman is God. So when the woman started being God, when she born, when she come out the womb as a woman, as a female child, or when she grew up 21 and become a woman, when is she God?
Oh yeah, he's an extortionist.
Yeah, what?
He's an extortionist. Where you at, Yara?
He's still
Yara,
there.
you still there? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but man, I ain't gonna be long-winded. The shit just ridiculous, man. You know, when they be talking about, but think about it. They say the black woman is God. When do she become God? When she born or when she get grown? Or when you feel like you got a sexual interest in that one. Battle like say here in the back. Or when you feel like you got a sexual interest in that woman. Or that little girl.
Domo here. I mean, Domo got to let him in.
Oh, okay.
When I think Domo dropped off, I don't see Domo.
Yeah, I don't see him either. And then you got, I don't know, man. You know, I was joking the other day when I said put the blame. Now the blame go on to polite alone. He was conscious enough to, you know what I'm saying? He adult enough. I ain't gonna even use the word conscious. He was adult enough to know to not put himself in that position. You know, and as far as us on the YouTube and stuff, the onus on us to, you know what I'm saying, to not look at somebody else but that person. You know, now we can look at his crew to say, hold on, y'all niggas is a crew. And if y'all a crew, then y'all been knowing what y'all partner is doing. I ain't gonna talk too bad about y'all partner because you motherfuckers will team up on me. I don't been jumped before. I got 8 older brothers. I had to go get all my brothers and my cousins for some nigga down the street, them jump. Cause I'm trying to at the basketball court trying to stop a fight between some brothers. And then got jumped. So I know firsthand, don't get in between them. All them niggas is friends. They done sat down and, man, come on, none. A nigga come to your, none. Who coming to your house and sit down and drink Kool-Aid, man, if they ain't your brother, man?
I mean, sometimes niggas bring up a niggas, you know what I'm saying? But I hear what you're saying. I get your point. My point is this.
Yeah, they'll bring another nigga, but that nigga ain't drunk no Kool-Aid. You gave him some water.
Right. I put it like this, though. These niggas is weird. And they doing anything they can to keep from talking about this other shit. And that shit ain't gonna fly, bro. Hold on for a second.
You trying your best not to talk about how y'all treat them damn women over there. See, Nepal is perfect example how you're floating the lady around place to place. Seeing where it gonna stand, seeing where it gonna land, seeing where it gonna stick. Before her, it was Empress Sekhmet. Before her, it was Cynthia G. Before her, it was Sci-Fi. She ain't let them do her like that too tough. It don't seem like, but they just parade them around and till they get done with it. Fucking with these folk children and shit, man. That's some bullshit, man. I tell you what, fuck with hey man, the shit happened to my niece, and the GBI got to the nigga before we could. If we would have known who the motherfucker was, it wouldn't been no GBI. It'd have been some of my family members or maybe myself in jail. And being in there comfortably. Yeah, man, the nigga fuck with my niece, man. So, And that's how I think that's how a man's supposed. Let me turn my camera on. I think that's how a man's supposed to be. You supposed to, as a man, I don't fuck that lad. Hey, bro, you been fucking with them little girl. I'm whoop your ass when I see you. That's how a man's supposed to be. He instant to approve. Man, that's for the coats and shit. I don't for no coat room. That's for the coat room. Them folk, that's for them to feel like innocent till proven guilty. Out here in the real world, but yeah, this shit shit like that shouldn't even been said. Nobody shouldn't even told me you was in front of my grandmama's house selling dope. I wasn't in front of your grandmama's house. Okay, well, whatever, nigga. Shooting up dope, smoking dope, selling ass in front of folk, doing all that. No, you can't do none of that kind of shit. So now you motherfucker feel like y'all on the internet now, not even on the internet, that you rich now, cause it go beyond the internet, that you feel like you got a little flavor that you can just, hell no.
Hey, could I tap in real quick?
Yeah. Hold on, let me say that one thing. And that's why I don't think that man committed suicide in jail. The Pizzagate. Yeah, I don't believe he committed no suicide. I believe some nigga got on that ass.
He knew too much. I mean, that's what that came down to.
Yeah, he probably knew too much, but you just think about like a nigga in jail, like not in jail, but just a person, period, right? You sit across from a motherfucker, and they say, goddamn, he been fucking little 7-year-olds and 8-year-old little girls, shit. He just sitting there just kick. Man, you gonna fire on that nigga and just thinking about it. Like, you just looking at him, you gonna fire on him. You gonna, like, without no, is that just me?
No, that ain't just.
Hell no, he gonna get his ass fired on.
Yeah,
right.
He finna get hit up. But this the crazy
and some more shit.
Like,
these gay boys are gonna do something to him too.
But they sitting around here holding all this shit just so they can do shit like this. You listening, Yara?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, tell me if y'all can hear this.
Why? Because he's nasty, just like that man. I want 10 from you, and since you've been trying to do the Nyla, I want 100 bands. 100 bands, no problem. Then that nigga said, "So I said, this is how niggas get." No, nigga, you're gonna get murdered because you're nasty. You touch babies. Allegedly.
Right. So I mean, you know what I'm saying, and it go deeper than that. All this shit is extortion, nigga. You extort this man. You trying to extort this man, trying to do this man dirty to protect polite. This is what you doing on a live. With your face on the camera, because you know you a real nigga and all of that. And then can't even tell the truth about the charges.
Yeah, that ain't right there, Rob. My mic was muted. That ain't right at all.
Slander and extortion.
Yeah, that ain't right there, man.
And you got the information from Sinetta. So is he complicit in your slander and extortion? Like, come on, bro.
Like, y'all talking about made up stuff. We talking about for real what you doing. We talking about for real what y'all out here doing to people, bro. All because you trying to save a channel with a brother that don't want to do right. I can't even call him a brother at this point. With a cat that don't want to do right. We doxing now. Now we bringing people whole records out. And then not even talking about them properly.
Right. Because they
that's the messed up thing, man.
Yeah, because they want to deflect, they want to get off polite. They don't want us to talk about this rape of this alleged rape of this 14-year-old girl. They want us to get off of that.
Yeah, I don't know why. Listen, man. You grown ass should be. This is what the Bible. This is why we see us Israelites. We know that we wrestle against this every day. Every day, something is gonna tempt us. Something is gonna tempt us. Every day we wrestle against this shit, and because the Bible say stick with this word, and then you gonna be okay. Cause long as you with that, you gonna, you know what I'm saying. There's gonna be some stuff that pull you. But it ain't gonna pull you all the way to where, you know where, God, I can't handle my flesh. I had to get the little 14-year-old girl. No. No way, Jose. Your flesh, all of them operate in flesh. I don't think none of them folk operate in spirit. If you ask me, I don't think none of them operate in spirit. They don't even know what a spirit is. They've been
them dudes don't know the first thing about nature, man.
Is that battle axe or
that battle axe?
All they do is shalom, everybody.
Shalom, bro.
You got the floor, battle axe. Hello.
Shalom, everybody.
Hey,
shalom. You got it. You got to go ahead.
He might have a delay.
Battle axe, can you hear us? Yeah, he might have.
It's on you, battle axe. Are you delayed?
I might be. It sounds like I'm still listening to y'all talking. So I think I am late. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just going to
go out and come
back.
back in. Just go out and come right back in.
All right.
But yeah, bro, like that's where we at right now. This the conscious community. Them your goons that you sending out after people.
Right.
Right. Like that's what instead of addressing the issue, once again, instead of addressing the issue, that's all people wanted you to do, bro. We here now because you don't want to address the issue. I'm not finna let that go. Nobody's gonna let that go, bro. Every time after people get talking, I'm gonna make sure to circle right back around to this poor little girl who lost her innocence. And you sitting there, what happened if he get found innocent? What? So for real?
That's some bullshit. I don't give a damn. He get found innocent. His DNA was on that. Whatever the conspiracy theory is, how his DNA ended up, he shouldn't be involved in it. That's the bottom line as a grown ass man,
bro. And okay, so now we can talk about it. So now let's talk about what we done seen. We seen him do it to Taz. Taz paperwork popped up, and everything Taz said was true. That it was a confidential informant that set him up. while he was working at the store. So now they ain't came back and cleared that up. He ain't came back and told the truth, right? He talked about Mighty Hebrew. Mighty Hebrew come and show all his docs, show all his paperwork, show everything, tell the whole story. He did it multiple times on multiple channels. So now they ain't cleared that up, won't tell the truth. We just went over solar paperwork, looked at it for ourselves, went over the charges, looked at everything.
These niggas just putting up
like this,
police,
like he
bro.
just get to keep lying. That's what I'm saying. Like he gets to continue to lie. He gets to continue to lie in this community, and without impunity, like with impunity. Like that's where we are right now. He just gets to continue
use
to
the
lie.
word agent. Like the agent show the paperwork and have all kind of documents on the nigga ass. That's the agent.
But that's all of this, bro. All of this is stuff. Now we moving to the point of you might really be supporting this culture, and that's why you fighting so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what it's starting to seem like now, bro.
Yeah, man. It kind of seems clear to me that way. You know what I mean? From the jump, if you really just, I didn't think this way from the jump, but it looks like this is how they always been on the jump.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why you fighting so hard. You talking about, you threatening people, you sending people talking about you gotta pay me money or you better shut your mouth and don't say nothing else. Like that's what Reggie tried to do today. Oh, you gonna get Rico and you gonna get this. Nigga, ain't none of us.
Hold on, Reggie. Who Reggie tried to do that on?
Talking about he tried to include Solar with Fopi. Solar is not a part of Fopi, number one, right? Whatever going on, Fopi is on the record.
So Rico is when you spend what? So how much money is when it's a Rico?
Rico is like organized crime. It's an organized crime charge. But
okay, yeah, that's right. That's right. Solomon ain't no goddamn criminal like that.
But whatever it is, Solar ain't got nothing to do with that. That's what Fopi did. Fopi sent them pictures to Uncle Suge, and they got the video.
When they started giving up that town to them.
Who the hell is Fopi? Somebody told me the other day.
FOPE, the Israelites. It's the Israelite group, and they've been beefing with Nepal. It's the same group that JJ 7000 a part of. That's what I'm saying. All of this. So now, how any of this got to do with any of us, bro? And none of this got nothing to do with us. Ain't none of this got nothing to do with Solar.
Why you nigga use Israelite to hide to do y'all shit up on? You pick something else. There's a bunch of other shit in the Bible that you could be. You could be an Amorite. You can be it's so much. Why you? And then y'all made the Israelite look bad, man. Y'all
now we moving to the point. But now we moving to the point where this is agent shit and this is weird shit, and y'all the niggas doing the real criminal shit though.
Yes, sir.
Y'all the niggas making these women afraid to talk. Y'all the niggas running around here threatening women, people and shit. Y'all the niggas running around here getting mad when people want to get to the truth of the matter. Y'all the niggas running around here slandering and lying on people. And then people show up and tell the truth and y'all don't deal with it at all. Y'all don't come back and say, now watch this. You supposed to be media. You supposed to be a journalist. At the end of the day, right? It's Black News 102 and all of that. You don't never come back and say, you know what? You never come back and say, oh, we got that one wrong.
Right. No retractions ever.
Yeah, no retractions. You just slander people and then move on like everything is Gucci. And then you just slandered that lady Tasha K talking about, oh, they did all this and then show the records. Turn out Taz over there got your records on right now.
Yeah, most of their flavor is coming at coming in Hebrew, man. That's how he survived. You know what I'm saying?
That's been the point, bro. And that's why the point was, I'm not going over there. Well, fuck you, don't come over here. Why you so mad then? Like, if you don't care that people say they don't want to come to your platform, why are you getting mad? If we such a small joint, why you on here complaining that your pockets is starting to get hit? Because people are starting to notice the truth, fam. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Ron Divine can't save him. Don Yalla can't save him. None of them Israelites that been over there already, they can't save.
I think that it's a glorious thing from the Most High God that He's actually exposing that little demonic crowd as the fraudulent black force that they try to be. You know what I mean? The Most High just exposed them people, man. It's kind of ironic that they all about, you know what I'm saying, pro-black consciousness and all this stuff, but then at the end of the day, they come up against the same individuals that's trying to be about pro-black also. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the Israelites. And then when you look at them, they happen to be the contrary to being pro-black and all that. They actually are just they actually worse than the damn white man that they try to say that we are following after.
They pro money and that's it, bro. Pro dollars. That's what they want. Like this boy said, he said it today. I'm messing with my money.
That's it.
Who said that?
Sarnetta.
Sarnetta, I'm gonna send you some money, man.
No, you're not.
We're gonna talk about
You're not. You're not.
Listen, I'm gonna send it to you at all pennies now. You got to count this shit up. And I'm gonna send you $1,000 in pennies. Now, if you patient enough to count that $1,000 up, it's gonna be in all pennies. You got to be patient.
But like that's the other thing. Like, and it's funny, and I want to laugh, but I'm past the laugh and move, bro.
I know, man. I know.
like, what would y'all do if that's you that they doxing like that and lying and slandering you?
What happened? I didn't know exactly what happened.
Plane ticket, man. Cause you know what I'm saying. You playing too much, man. I'm gonna get a plane ticket. I'm gonna knock on your door and go live and all that old shit, man. Cause you playing too fucking much. We grown ass men around here. If I can't get no plane ticket, I'm gonna get somebody to tap you on your shoulder.
Right. So you a real nigga though, right? What about a cat? What about somebody who don't move like that? What about somebody who just
for the information for a person who don't move, call the police. Call the police on it. If you scared and you don't want no problems like that and folk getting on your nerve, they on your doorstep playing with you, call the police. Right. I guarantee you they bow down to the police.
See what I'm saying? But then look, but now it's okay. Now all of a sudden, you know, you threatening people now, but now you want to call the police. Now, I talk to the FBI. Look, I hate if them people was passing your pictures around like that, I hate that for you. And I spoke out about that vehemently as soon as I heard about it. I'm never going to condone nothing like that. But Solar has clearly said it wasn't him. And the people that did do it, they're on record saying it was them. Y'all on record beefing. How are you trying to include somebody else who's not even attached to that group? Like Solar's not even attached to that group, bro. Solar ain't no Israelite. He definitely ain't no FOPE member. The people who did it are they're saying they claimed it. It's like the Taliban dropping a bomb and saying, "Yep, I did it," and then you turn around, and then you turn around and blame Al Qaeda.
Right.
Well, I ain't even go because that's comparing Solar to Al Qaeda. It's like you go and blame the nigga down the street that ain't doing nothing.
Mark, yeah. Well, what happened? Can somebody briefly catch me up on what transpired?
Shit, they adding police ruckers on the internet. When I had did some work earlier. When I come on the internet today, I just see them talking about Solar Mine police ruckers on the internet.
They put Solar police record out there and tried to say that he was messing with little girls, and so we cleared it up because they lied on him.
What the fuck? Why are they trying to pass the hot stick down on the next person? Like, what is that supposed to? Is this? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, is this supposed to?
They all friends. See, Solar Mine been going against them, right? Solar Mine ended up being cool with them because they needed a cameraman at one time, but he been going at them folk. Been since I got on YouTube probably about 2010, 2011. I seen Solar Mine in about 2012. I think I heard him on Blog Talk Radio and stuff like that. But 2012, around that time, him and another cat had a little challenge shit. They been going at them folk. Been going at them folk. God dang. And now this shit, like Anonymous was saying, this shit childish, man. How y'all niggas spend? It's gonna be 10 years. Y'all niggas done had a decade of knowing each other. More. And now it all seemed like all that shit was a waste of time.
But then watch this. But then you'll attack somebody like Mighty Hebrew, who whether you agree with him or not, right? I ain't saying you gotta agree with his stance on the Bible, none of that. But at least he trying to do something.
Mm-hmm. Man, I went on a fucking rant for Mighty Hebrew a few years back. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we was on Facebook and all that old shit, and everybody was trying to go at him and stuff like that. This was where he be talking about the 2017 stuff, 2016. Me, I was going hard for the brother. Like, shit, yeah, bring him through here, and I'm fucking with him and all that old shit. He on all my little social media, my Facebook, on my Instagram, shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't be letting too many people in that space. You know what I'm saying? But I seen how folk were going at home, and he hadn't cleared that shit up. Like, he was a child that made a childish mistake.
But no, here's the crazy part. Like, then he really been bringing it out on how he just showed the whole. Like, go watch it, bro. Like,
this man Polite is grown and made a grown ass mistake. Sinetta is grown and turned his head away. Come on now. We ain't talking about no church. When you're a child, you be like, shit, why you took that girl behind that building? You don't say nothing. Because you're a child, y'all doing childish shit. But you ain't no grown motherfucker talking about, my boy just took that girl behind. Nigga, you just took that girl behind her too, bodyguard. Fuck you talking about? Secure.
But like, and then let's be clear, like, and I get it, okay, like these charges are alleged, they're pending. But the one thing that's not pending is there was semen found on this child, and that semen matched him.
Right. That ain't
man. Come on.
No
this is not no case. This is not no case to be determined. You got you got busted inside of an act that no matter what, your ejaculation was too much in close proximity to a minor. There ain't no way around it.
Like, proximity is on the floor. Proximity is on the bed. Nigga. It was on her clothes.
Yeah, you violated
on the scarf. Like it's not this. And look, and let's be honest, bro. Like, it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. That's what the really police report reads.
Right. Like, this is really an uncomfortable chuckle when you're talking about this, because we're not talking about spilling semen on the ground. Is it about? We're talking about this is on this poor little baby's person, fam.
Right.
Yeah,
that's a baby, my guy.
Yeah, there is no case to be determined. Like, this brother is guilty of some type of sexual act with a minor, one way or another. I don't give a damn if they say, well, what if they found him not guilty? Not guilty for what?
That's what he need to get swung on about. That right there.
Not guilty for what? Like, was it his sperm? Like, yeah, the nigga's guilty.
Maybe he get off on the contributing to the delinquency of a minor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe.
Right. But see, when I watched it, what about like say, so what he get off on? What he innocent of what? Rape. Okay, so if he get off on rape, he still violated the little girl.
I want to make it clear. Like, it's 2 counts of sexual battery, if I'm not mistaken.
2.
Right. Yeah, 2 felony counts. Yeah,
he got 2 felony counts and a misdemeanor for contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry, bro. Nothing that you have brought up on any of these people is that.
Right.
Even the Mighty Hebrew situation is not this.
Right.
It's not this, bro.
So these dudes went on like a campaign on justification, because they trying to say, well, he did it too. So what is that supposed to do?
It's a deflection tactic at this point. And
because you can't use it in court. You can't say state versus Soleimani for your case. Hell no. You can't say state versus Mighty Hebrew for your case. You can't do none of these the same.
Like you keep saying, like how you keep talking about the Mighty Hebrew thing. You know, if we talking about children,
mm-hmm.
and now we got to start to deal with age differences and all of this. If we talk about children, that's one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we talking about a 40-year-old man and a 14-year-old child.
Talk about, like, dude, like, what was your interest anyway?
And
raping that shit.
And then we also talking about the situation of, bro, these cats, they built him up. They built him up. We didn't build him up. They did.
They was at the lectures when he was talking at all
Y'all
the
built
places.
him up. And then now we're hearing all of these stories that's coming out of, it was red flags. And my thing is this. Now, you knew where he came from. Watch this. You knew where he came from. You knew what school of thought he came out of. Why wouldn't you pay extra close attention to that man? You see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm getting at?
I've been calling them an incubus. I call them all. I've been calling them.
Look, and I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm not finna even go there right now, right? Because I really want to go in, but I want to keep this to the material facts of what we seen. We saw this man literally say, if Dr. York was guilty of doing this, and we had the DNA evidence, somebody said 100. That man said 1,000. If he was on record for doing this and guilty of doing this to 1,000 children, I would still consider him my Lord and Savior. That right there disqualifies you to be up here. Yeah, like, and I didn't even know this, right? All this stuff is what's been came out in the last 2 weeks. That right there should have disqualified him for being around our children, bro.
Mm-hmm. Who said that?
Polite is on record. Polite is on record for saying that. Bro. So that in itself, he said that about Dr. York. If Dr. York was guilty of doing this to 1,000 people, I still would consider him to be my Lord and Savior. So
wow, man, wow. Hey, man, what's going on?
So
this blatant, twisted ass philosophy.
He's been saying that years ago. He said that years ago, and they still been cool.
Right? And then we should go through the thing. And like Domo said, and I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Because I swear to y'all, bro, I stopped watching Sinetta when I saw how he was doing Israelites. I just stopped, like I couldn't watch it. That whole scene over there vexes me, right? So I've been stopped watching. So, and then once I figured out and heard that Polite was a scammer, then I really was like, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse for me. So I had been done. So when I hear these ranting about him saying Polite was, calling him baby Dr. York and all of that, like, fam, this is ongoing shit that we got to talk to you about. And you trying to treat us as if you above the fray. You're too good to be questioned about you bringing this around. Wait for you to say, I missed it, up, and I owe y'all a heartfelt apology, and I will do everything I can to help this little girl. Let's get these funds up for her, yada yada woo woo woo, right? Whatever you got to do, but be a man, bro. Stop including people's police records that don't got nothing to do with this situation, number one. Number two, not what you saying they are. All you're doing is making the people who do got integrity have even less and less respect for you.
Trying to drag the garbage man and everybody.
And that's what has to happen to that old fake ass house of consciousness, man. That the Most High God has to tear that shit down, and this is the way that he gonna have to do it. Because at the end of the day, man, we are equivalent. When them brothers were sitting out there making a spectacle out of Israelites, these people were actually sitting around here trying to defame and slander people that is equivalent to being the dudes that's trying to stop hunger, world hunger. That's all that Israelites is. We just guys are saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? We let's stop world hunger. Let's figure out how to feed the whole world. Let's be harmonious and happy. And these niggas was arguing blue into the face and devising devious plans and plots and schemes just to try to invalidate the dudes that saying let's feed the world, let's end hunger. That's how you know that these niggas was twisted, demented, and they had a warped sense of reality. And I could only and I'm telling y'all, man, I said it before to somebody on a conversation just like a month before that. I said all them house of consciousness type dudes and everybody that does not want to be an Israelite or whatever, or you don't want to conform to just, coming under the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. I said, man, them dudes is liable to be, and I said it. I said, child molesters and snitches. I said, why? I said, man, because we ain't doing nothing wrong. We ain't telling nobody to do anything out of what any common person that wants peace and harmony would be asking for. We saying the same thing. We just saying, let's get on that as a movement instead of just sitting around here wishing and hoping for peace and harmony. Let's start making it for ourselves. And then these clown ass niggas came up against us. And you look at them, you be like, what the fuck? All we trying to do is feed the world and end hunger. And y'all niggas is trying to fucking crucify the people that wants to end world hunger. You're demented as hell. You gotta have some real deep, cobwebbed up skeletons in your closets, man. There is no explanation for a reaction to the Israelites that them dudes was doing. That stuff that they did wasn't even called for. And I'm talking about making this big old thing about, hey, let's battle and try to make invalidate and discredit them Israelites because they reading white man's books and these niggas is reiterating slave doctrines and all that other senseless nonsense they putting on us. At the end of the day, they were the ones. They are the ones that everybody needed to be ill-advised about. Right. And I'm glad. All praise to the Most High. I'm not glad that brother made that move on that child. Definitely ain't. I'm not cool with none of that. But I'm glad that the Most High power exposed these niggas now for who they really, really are. And that's why they over here doing all this damage repair, trying to drag everybody down in. Gorilla Hebrew. Mighty Hebrew now. Solar. I'm like, y'all niggas is panicking because y'all shit is exposed. You ain't nothing but just a bunch of crooked ass, perverted, lying, sneaky ass, snake, serpent, slimy niggas. That's the only reason why you was even fighting up against the dudes that were trying to they're trying to cause world peace and end hunger. Fucking idiot, man. I ain't glad about what happened, but I'm glad that them niggas is exposed. Because they ain't never gonna get back from this. I don't care what they think they gonna say. I don't care. I don't give a damn if they can find 50 Israelites that pull the same shit that Polite pull. It's not gonna cover and it's not gonna rebound them from all the shit that they gotta go and face now. And all praise to the Most High for that, man.
And we ain't gonna run from any of it. If whoever they find, we're gonna talk about that too. Like, bro, you talking about this is what we talking about. We talking about engaging in child sex act under 14 or age of 14. Sexual battery. You have a child, you have 2 child felony charges, sexual battery and engaging in a child sex act. You out of your mind, fam? You trying to throw all this other stuff on the wall to see what stick, and then you got to contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and we done seen a police report. You gonna take all of this other stuff and try to make that relevant and compare that to this. Like you said, Battle, they panicking. And the more you panic, bro, the more people applying the speed. You're gonna keep applying the pressure, fam.
Yeah, it's just a J. Edgar Hoover tactic.
Right.
That's all that was.
Oh, what's up, Solomon?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, so Nepal, she was up there saying that I was trying to get at her daughter. She was taking the charges and manipulating the charges. She tried to say that I exposed myself to a minor. None of that is being reflective of what she's looking at on the screen.
None. Not at all. Not at all. Not even close.
I am very transparent with my criminal history. And I'll say this again, almost into redundancy. But see, it's not about Solar. Right. It's not about Minister Inky. It's not about Taharka Bay. It's about them trying to cover up what happened with Polite.
Yep.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's
I'll
all
say this
about.
real quick though, Solar. I don't want no smoke. We good, bro. We good.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it's about. That's what this whole thing is about. So let them go ahead and lie. Let them go ahead and lie. Let them go ahead and throw these false allegations. Let them go ahead and try to manipulate my criminal record. I'm still moving forward. I'm still moving forward with the Polite shit. And I'm still moving forward with giving that bitch that work too. So, okay, let's see how long that lasts. Let's see how long that lasts. You're going to have to keep on because that's all you got. Keep on posting it up and posting it up and posting it up. Post it up to oblivion. It's all public record, but you're not going to try to, one, lie on me, and two, try to use my criminal record to try to get people's attention off of what's going on with the burning house of the House of Consciousness. The burning house.
Burning house.
Yeah, that mud is burning down. I already said, man, Solar Mind, man, come on, bro. I know your cat. Long as we've been just chopping it up online, we ain't had a chance to hang in person and stuff. But long as we've been chopping it up, bro, I know you ain't no nigga that out here flashing no motherfucking cheering or doing no dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever you did back then, you was a kid 20 years ago. 20 years ago, you made some childish mistakes. And come on, man. And then the motherfucker try to hold you to your childish mistake. Oh, see, they're right here. He got this charge right here. Yeah, he probably don't punch some little boy in the mouth for goddamn trying. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all don't goddamn swung on somebody's child for trying.
But this is the thing. This is the thing, though. Why you gotta lie, though?
Yeah,
why you gotta lie?
What he said. Like it
why
was
you gotta
enough,
make shit up?
It was enough on the
yeah,
docket that you could have dealt with. Yeah,
what it was.
You could have just said what was on there.
You had to lie and make shit up. See, the reason why they had to do that, they had to try to make it as extreme as possible, because it's an effort to get y'all off of what we need to be focused in on. You ain't had to lie about the charges. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, yo, he playing these games. It's not going to work. Not with the people that smart-minded. You can get them dumb zombie motherfuckers with that bullshit.
Yeah,
it only took 10 minutes. It only took 10 minutes for a person to look up the charge and see that there was no minor involved in that case. There was no minor involved in that charge of indecent exposure.
Right.
There was no minor involved in that case.
No.
So why are you lying? Why is she going up there? Why is she going up there telling people that I was trying to get at her daughter, bro?
The fuck?
Like what? Like, yo.
That's that wicked shit.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's some bullshit right there,
That's some crazy shit. So you mean to tell me that I was trying to get at your daughter and you never said nothing to nobody? You never brought it out? You never called the police?
You just not telling us. You just not telling the world. This whole time you knew that this man.
Oh, it just so happens when your pictures get exposed, now you're trying to say all these. Yo, bro.
That's some regular ass shit right there.
I can't with y'all motherfuckers, bro. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, man. It's just bad, bro. I'm telling you.
And it's all this big clout chase.
Yep.
It's all this big. It's like a circus right now. But trust me. All the stuff that got brought out, I am not concerned about that in any way, shape, or form. I am responsible enough to whatever happens from the shit that I did do. I'm willing to stand on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And take that responsibility for my action. But you're not going to lie on me, though.
Right.
You're not going to make no shit up. You're not going to manipulate my charges. Yeah. And that's what they was trying to do. That's not going to work, bro. I was trying to get at your daughter. I was asking you for your daughter's number. What the fuck?
And it brings a question to me like, what is their intent? Like, what is they set goal for trying to do this? Like, what are they trying to do? Are you trying to like justify one dude's behavior, or are you trying to say like, well, hey, he did it too?
Yeah,
like,
it's multi-layered though, Battle Axe. It's multi-layered. On the one hand, the polite situation. On the other hand, is Nepal trying to maintain her YouTube personality image because she told people that I was the only person that she sent naked pictures to. But it's naked pictures popping up all over fucking social media with her. So she had to lie and say that I'm the one that's sending it out to people. So you got that on the one hand, and then you got the polite shit on the other hand. All mixed together with the side of the beef and all that shit. So now they're forced to try to paint a false narrative. Running in desperation, even when I called in, it's like, oh, no. You gonna answer this question. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, get the fuck off the line. If you got shit, my record's right there, bro. If you got what you're saying, then let the conversation go smooth. Oh, what's up, bitch ass nigga? He trying to make it into an argument so he can hang up. That's why I said, no, Lex, don't argue with him. That's what I'm saying in the back. No, don't argue with him, Lex. Let's build on these charges, bro. Let's build on these charges. Oh, no, I'm gonna ask you this question. Oh, you lying. Hangs up the phone. That's the person with the evidence. That's the person with the evidence. That's the person that's exposing. That you're running, you're panicking, trying to rush me off the line. When I actually called from my phone, you didn't pick up. But you're saying call in. I called you like 3-4 times. You didn't pick up. Oh, that's the person that's trying to expose somebody? So it took Lex to call in with me on a 3-way. That's the only way I was getting in on that conversation. All the while you're saying to the people, yeah, tell them to call in. And these are the games that they're playing. J. Edgar Hoover tactics. I mean, at this point, if you don't suspect that these motherfuckers are agents, I don't know where the fuck you are. You must have been sleeping under a motherfucking rock. He got everybody's fucking criminal records. He's threatening everybody. He's using J. Edgar Hoover tactics over here. He's not bringing up the elephant in the room over there.
Right.
All right.
All the while, the circus is going on. He's trying to brush the shit that's going on with them under the rug. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm definitely going to be down there on the 15th. Definitely going to be down there on the 15th.
So, man, don't go down there trying to fight them folk.
Oh, no. I'm not trying to fight nobody.
I might go down there with you, so.
Yeah, so there's going to be a whole team of us going down there. And I ain't fighting nobody. I'm going down there to have coverage on that case. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to follow this step by step. Because that's what the people want to see. So, yeah, let them go ahead.
But like I told y'all,
and then she's sitting up here like, yo. And this is, yo.
That man said he gonna be Nino.
She's trying to try to connect me to Fopi and talking about the FBI and all this crazy shit.
Yeah, that's some bullshit right there, Jack.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, police talking shit. They would get no folks knocking
extra
on your door,
crazy,
man.
bro.
Yeah,
extra
man.
Crazy, bro.
You got too much shit in his life going on, and the police knocking on your door about some dumb shit.
That's wild, bro.
That's too wild. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, she know better than that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then motherfuckers sharing
that's a wicked bitch.
Then,
for her to lie, to say that I was trying to get at her daughter, bro.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit right there.
Right.
That bullshit right there alone. I had them folk knocking on your door when she say some dumb shit like that. Then they try to bring up, see, he doing this and this. Come on, man, don't do that,
I
man.
Get like locked up for that shit right now, bro.
That man ain't got to turn my camera on.
Yeah.
That man ain't got shit to do with none of this shit. That man ain't got shit to do with the shit that come up on Sotnet a couple months ago. The man ain't got shit to do with what come up on Polite or whatever. The man ain't got shit with the people who coming out on Polite. But y'all just throw Solar Mine under the book. Just like when the shit come out a couple of months ago, Solar Mine just got mentioned, just happened to be mentioned in the middle of this shit. Like, how the hell Solar Mine and a Yahweh War Machine mentioned while y'all talking about some hospital ruckus and shit? Yep. How the fuck y'all just segue and just start talking about the shit, and then here we go 2 months later, this man ain't thrown in the middle of this bullshit again. You motherfuckers is full of shit. All of you, just full of shit.
They use it, man. Scapegoat.
Yeah.
They try to use solar as a scapegoat.
keep on trying to find a way to
Exactly.
put that man in the middle of their bullshit. And he way over here, being Philly for real, being brotherly love, you know what I'm saying, kicking it, and these folks doing this shit. Yeah, I don't think they go, okay, well, he can't be squeaky clean. Let's go back 25 years ago. Okay, there goes something. Man, get y'all ass on with that bullshit. See, Solomon, here the thing, little bro. What happened is, when you say, man, Sinetta, we cool, man. I ain't on that shit with Sinetta. We got, you know what I'm saying? Now he feel like he got a little more fishing line. You know what I'm saying? I got him on the hook or whatever. Now start cussing his motherfucking ass out. So later on in the future, that he won't be pulling no goddamn bullshit like that.
Yeah,
Because he's too fucking old to be doing shit like that.
It's gonna be nothing but fire from henceforth. You know what I mean? So, you know, but once again, that's all a fucking distraction. But definitely, the work is gonna be put out. Yeah, like it's like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
They talking all this court shit. I'd have been okay. Well, let's really play court, nigga. Let's really play court then, nigga. Slander,
yeah, mix the nigga up in that bullshit.
Let's start playing this shit. Let's nigga like y'all. Hey.
Yeah, but this is part of the whole thing. You know what I mean? This is how the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm saying? All different types of strategies and tactics. And I done seen Uncle Cat, he ran over there on Tarka Bay's channel. He's arguing with Minister Inky.
He got blew out the water tonight. He should have stayed from
they all running, all the roaches is coming out. All the motherfucking roaches is coming out tonight, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is this? What kind of climate we in?
Yeah, man.
You called it out years ago, Solar Man. You probably didn't think it was going to take 10 years for it to explode. But here you go. Like, one of the main reasons why you started this debate, China, for people who really wanted to be on some cool shit and not be part of the bullshit. Here you go. They still found a way to try to mix you up in the fuck shit.
Yeah, but they're gonna get what they want now. Definitely.
They want, bro.
They're gonna get what they want now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let them whatever, because their supporters is their supporters. Whoever's gonna be in that house is gonna burn with them. You're not gonna lie. You're not gonna lie on me. You're not gonna try to use me as a distraction from what you got to stand on.
Right.
By the mere fact that you're using all these tactics shows that you're a damn coward.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, yeah. Let them do what they do, because now everything has been laid on the table, and their true colors has been shown. That what they're willing to do.
Yeah.
The depths they're willing to go to maintain this lie, to maintain this this whole fake facade. He played a critical role in promoting this man that messed up a lot of people's lives, including that minor that he abused.
Dig it.
Right. This motherfucker, this was a man.
That's something that he don't want to face. So he's running from here to here. He's trying to duck and use this. He's trying to use this as a distraction. He's running over here. That shit is not going to work, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
The punch is coming. Instead of him just taking the blow, he grabbing the man next to him to try to use him as a shield.
Exactly. On some Nino Brown
and it's
shit.
not, and it ain't even going to work. I don't even know why he think that shit's going to, like, nigga, you ain't going to be able to take this shit to court. You ain't going to be able to go to court and say, well, Your Honor, I don't think that we should even be pursuing this issue because, you know about Solar Mind. You like, well, that internet dude, you know what I mean? Like, I be thinking you be doing something too.
That shit ain't
like I don't even know why. That's what I'm saying.
You know about Solar Mind.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna hold up. What about Tasha K? Ain't none of that shit gonna hold up, Jack. You gotta face that pipe. Hey man, you gotta face that. You gotta face it this time. And my thing is, whatever charge they drop, you still can't drop the charge of public opinion. You did something with that child, man.
It got DNA evidence, bro.
Yeah,
He
I
hurt.
don't
He
give a
harmed
damn
that
what they
person.
do.
He harmed that person so bad to where the professionals had to come in and do their job. See, that's the whole thing. They making it seem like this is just something that's just blown in the wind. Like, no, there was professionals
Yeah, that's an
that was
Right.
excellent
involved.
point.
And
Right.
and and these are these professionals that got to answer to not only a certain procedure, they got to answer to hire people to where they can't just be making invalidated moves. They got to be making moves that actually make sense and where everything's back behind for them on their part. Each department got to operate that way. So when
Right.
they said no, we about to go and arrest this man and put him inside these cages. That's because no professionals did their job, and he was in the position to where they had to do what they had to do. It wasn't they just fucking with him.
Right.
They had to go and get this man because this man definitely met up to the requirements for them to go and do their job on him.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Period. I don't give a damn about anything else that you want to say. At the end of the day, when the rape specialist had to come up into the scene, they had work to do.
Right.
Thanks to you. They had work to do. And they said, oh no, we've been down here before. Go get them. Like, go what? Like, we seen this before. Go get them.
Yeah.
Before he strikes again. Because this dude right here is on his Cosby shit.
Y'all got it out the bill. Damn, boy.
Yeah, that's real shit.
We got it out the bill. Damn, man. But you know, my thing is okay, if like they say you gotta wait to the everybody saying you gotta, not everybody, all the ones on his side, his supporters as he called them, say you gotta wait till the verdict come back. What verdict are we waiting to come back on with the one that say how much time he get, how much time he don't get? You know what I'm saying? What about the that shit ain't gonna be enough justice for that little girl. She always gonna be
I don't think it's
every
going
time
to,
she look in the mirror, she gonna be hunted by what her face looked like when he touched her. Think about y'all sons meet this little girl, right? Y'all sons want to date this little girl, they cool in college or whatever, but she timid or whatever. And ain't like, Dad, she a cool little girl, she a cool girl, but I don't, you know. And the reason why she timid and don't want to talk and date nobody and stand office and sit in the cafeteria by herself, cause this nigga bust her mouth when she was 13, 14 years old. That's some bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? And Shonetta supposed to be telling the like, I'm gonna swing on your ass, man. I told you about it the first time. He supposed to be pissed off, like, nigga, you know, you ain't got to come on my channel. I don't want you to come on my channel. Don't send me no money for it. Hey, man, matter of fact, y'all pull up y'all receipts and I'm pay y'all back anything y'all pay me fucking with this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Been on some other shit about that shit.
And that's all I was telling the nigga on that recording. That's all I was telling him on that recording. Exactly what you're saying. Like, yeah, you're not taking the victim into consideration when you're doing all this quote unquote banging. You're over here trying to like start a YouTube war with these people over here, this channel over there. You're going back and forth. Like, what are you protecting, bro?
Right.
You got a responsibility as a platform, your channel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got something to do with the whole situation.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like yo, like you getting upset when people asking you questions about, you know, what you said. You getting into a back and forth and like, yo, let the truth out, bro. Let it fall all on the table, bro. Because it's gonna come out anyway, bro.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers gonna be up in that courtroom. So yeah, you're making your inevitable death. You know, you're delaying your inevitable death because you're gonna have to stand on that. And how you reacted to it is just gonna make it worse. All the little tactics that you tried to use, all the little stuff that you're trying to do to manipulate the situation, the truth is gonna smack you right there in the face when it comes out, and we're gonna be down there for sure. But far as with the chick, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Man,
What she's
Where did
willing
you
to
have
do.
it?
What she's willing to do. Damn, you do your fucking child out there, you're making up shit. You acting like you're an expert and criminal expert and shit and manipulating shit.
last time I checked,
doing up there, bro?
Every
That's
time a woman do
crazy,
shit
bro.
like that, they want your attention, man. They
And
can
I'm
have a whole
like, yo.
they can have a whole husband and everything. They be wanting your attention, Jack.
I ain't finna say that. She trying to save face now. That's what
She's trying to save face.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
seen her try to save face.
Yeah, because she knows that she's out there. She knows that she's out there. Nigga, I ain't sending your picture, and I still stand on that. And I ain't sending your picture to nobody. I ain't sending your pictures to nobody.
You know the crazy
I know
part
that's some like
here-
some teenage shit.
but
Hey,
here's the
motherfuckers,
crazy
Yeah,
part.
this is like, and that's how I felt today. I felt like high school shit. Like this, like high school shit.
But I'm gonna tell you the wildest part for all of this: the people who did it admitted to doing it. The people who actually did it, they saying, yeah, you got them on. You sending out the tape of them saying that they sending it out. Like how is this even something that we're talking about? You're literally sending out the tape.
Yeah, because it was allegedly was Karima or something like that. And that's the name that I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Allegedly, yeah.
So, like, but she knows all that, and he even knows,
Right.
and he even knows. So it's just a whole wicked thing going on with that shit.
Yep.
That's crazy, bro.
It is
Like
crazy.
you wanted to stoop that low? These are grown folks.
Yep.
These are adults and shit. Making up shit. That's crazy, bro. Like, I don't know where they do that at, bro.
House of Consciousness.
The House of Consciousness.
Damn. That was crazy, bro.
It was.
I'm getting all types of calls, motherfuckers calling me and shit, and
I know that got to be like some bullshit, man. The hell?
yeah, bro. Like, you know, like what the really? Running like a scared chicken with his head cut off.
Yep.
You got that though. You got that. Watch what I do.
Yeah. You're right.
You got that.
It's crazy.
That damn Sarnetta said, well, you know what? I'm finna talk about solar mind. Fuck polite. I'm finna talk about this one over here, the Tahaka. Fuck polite. Like, man.
Yeah, because word on the street after the first Tahaka Bay appearance that I made, he was throwing out subtle threats. Subtle threats. Yeah, tell Soda to. Oh, okay. Yeah. And then the whole thing come out with the
Yeah, I heard them talking about it on Judah channel. Like, why you can't? Judah was talking about why you can't do it on his channel. Why you got to do it on top? That man can talk wherever the fuck he want to talk. Last time I checked, he was a grown ass man. But
no, because I wanted more people to see it. That's the only reason why I was over there.
Right.
Yeah,
but you don't owe them niggas no explanation though.
Yeah. You know, like like nobody give a fuck about the tentacles of the octopus.
Right.
These just motherfuckers is just being used and shit.
Right.
Hey, but y'all, I'm about to go ahead and call it a night, though. So I'm gonna go ahead, shut this one down. Sober. Nigga, if you ain't got $45 to get a hotel room, nigga. Tell her next time.
Oh shit! So you telling that time?
But all right,